Hello, amazing international woman. This is Thomas Johnson III, and we're doing the weekly relationships reading for the week of September 6th through 12th. So every week, we have learning opportunities. Some people call them challenges or problems, and I refer to them as learning opportunities. And we're going to see what learning opportunities are coming up for you specifically, and what exactly can you do to learn from the opportunity coming up. Oh, car's out of order here, hold on. So we have three areas. We have your romantic partner and your friends and colleagues, which are a little different, and they're related. And the real you's gonna shine through relationships. So let's take a look at it. Relationships are the bread and butter of the human experience. We are human beings. Our relationships suck. Life sucks. If they're amazing, life is amazing, or anywhere in between those on that spectrum. So let's take a look right away. Romantic partner. This is the person you are in an intimate relationship. Or if you're single, perspective. That's coming up next week. Now, what I'm getting is the learning opportunity it's called the relationship controller. So if you take a look, we got the puppet, kind of the controlling puppet there, which is the word manipulate. We do this all the time and we don't even realize it. Manipulate kind of has this negative connotation to it. Basically, it's saying, I'm gonna make someone give me what I want by doing a certain thing. That's the basic definition. Depending on how this behavior shows up, once again, it's not you, it's a behavior. It can be very, very painful, or it can be not even noticed. That's the thing, we're not usually aware of this. And so what I'm getting is, in the upcoming week with your romantic partner, I believe this is the same as last week too. There's your romantic partner is going to do something to try and control you. When I say control you, there's something they want you to do, and they're not sure how to clearly communicate this. You already know this. I mean, you know your partner so well. You know parts about them that they don't even know about themselves. That's the beauty of romantic partners, is we can learn from each other when we're willing to. And so what I'm getting is, yeah, there's something your partner wants from you. They really want to do it. It's not like a bad thing. It's actually something that when you do it together, your relationship is just gonna go boom. Like you're gonna love each other even more than before. Let's clarify here. Service, one more, service for everyone, and love. So what can you do? The impression that I'm getting, it says the activate power. So activate means pro-activate. So before something happens, think about it beforehand. So you know your partner very well. We'll just do this together right now. I hope you're not driving. Don't do this if you're driving. As you close your eyes and say, okay, in the past, my amazing, wonderful partner who I love more than anything else in the world, I love myself too. I love them too. I love everything the same. What is this? What have they said? What have they done when they want me to do something and they're not sure how to communicate because they're nervous or scared, or they're not sure, they're a little anxious? What have they done? And how have I personally reacted? Was it good? Oh, no. So I'm gonna take a few deep breaths. How can I proactively change this pattern? I know they want to ask me something. They love me. I love them. It's a little uncomfortable. It's new. It's a change. How have I done an uncomfortable thing before and then realized it was okay? How can I do this with my partner? Because by doing it, it's of service to both me and them and our family, if you have family members. We are setting an example for our children, our friends, our colleagues. that if something's uncomfortable, we are able to gracefully handle it. And by doing so, we are showing our love for ourselves, our partner, and those we interact with. So that's what I'm getting there, is what can you do to proactively say, hey, I have a feeling. The impression I'm getting is I have a feeling there's something you want to do. I don't know. Is there something you want to do? Just ask. And then is one way if it works for you. Once again, close your eyes, consult with your inner self or yourself and find out what works best for you. Next, we have friends. Yeah, your friends, people you trust. Sometimes these are close acquaintances. I'm getting the avoider here. And what I'm getting is, it might be part of this whole COVID situation, perhaps. There's just avoiding spending time with friends. Especially if you have family members in the current situation, it might be difficult to do stuff with friends. Maybe kids are at home, depending on where you live. Things have changed. Maybe you're working at home, and there's been a lot of changes to daily life in the past year or so, maybe longer. And there's not an intentional avoiding of seeing friends. It's just, there's not as much time being spent with friends. That's the message I'm getting. And when you hang out with friends or do stuff with them, oh my God, things become so much better. You understand more things about yourself, your partner, you have a fresh perspective on life, and you enjoy being together. So what can you do? There's a navigate power. And this is you close your eyes and go, hey, I have some friends, I'm gonna spend some more time with them. Now, let's see, I'm traveling into the future. Hey, there's future me. Hey, future me. So I already figured out how to spend more time with my friends, and I already did. Who did I contact? What did we do? And when it didn't work out, what did I do to spend some time with perhaps a different friend? What was important about it? And how did it affect my relationships with my family, my kids, my coworkers? What did it do? And then, it'll come. Oh, yeah, I really like hanging out with my friends and something of that nature. It doesn't seem to be like a huge thing. It's just something that came up in cars and same electronics. You can spend time with your friends via electronics. I'm getting the impression, call them. This week seems to be about being in touch with people, like actually communicating with the human being. Not email, not, not text. Like, hey, as I learned in Japanese, the sound or ring, 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 whatever country you have for the phone, give them a call. Well, that's friends. Last, colleagues. These can be work colleagues, they can be volunteer organization colleagues, they can be any person you do things with outside of like romantic partner and friends, pretty much. And this is where you're going to shine through. So this is where by doing this, everything else will just come easy, because when you are you, everything is easily done. Insecurities go away, doubts go away, fears go away. You know what to do, you know how to do it. What I'm getting is the hyperachiever. So with your colleagues, there's a tendency. Work colleagues is the one I'm getting, is there's a need to achieve something to show that, hold on. The hyperachiever will say, it's kind of a competition. Like, I'm going to show that I'm better than you by achieving more results. And what's happened, the impression I'm getting is in this next week, there will be a urge to do this. There will be a coworker, not a lot, one particular coworker that you work with that there will be this urge to compete with them, to quote unquote be better than them, is the message I'm getting. That's what these behaviors do. They take the best parts of us and they flip them into the quote unquote worst part of us that we wish would not happen. And once again, it's not you, it's just this behavior that kind of warps who we really are. And so how can you learn from this? By learning from this, the real you will shine through. There's this urge to compete with a person. Money, the reasoning being, if I beat this person, I will be more likely to be promoted or be put in a position to receive more monetary compensation. Yeah, I'm gonna be cheaper, then I get more money. Which I believe is typical between, say, businesses competing for the customer's time and attention to make more money. Or some businesses, I don't know the percentage. Typically, especially these, I think I said this before, in North America, where people are kind of raised results oriented. Process, we need the results. This is what people want. Results give us money. Money gives us security. Money gives us things. Money gives us food, water, shelter. Is kind of the way of thinking. Now let's clarify some more hobbies. Oh, now this. If you are willing to take all of this, all of these learning opportunities and to combine them all together, the romantic partner, your friends, the learning opportunity, the one thing to do, you don't have to do all of this. These are different suggestions. Now what I'm getting is, there is this colleague who you've been in competition with before, and maybe you avoid talking to them because of this past experience. Learn what their hobby is, or invite them to do your hobby with you. That's the message I'm getting. You connecting with people, doing things with them, and is you. That is you. You are the person who is really good at getting things done. This is the quote unquote undesirable behavior of competing. This is saying collaborate with them by doing a hobby together. The initial reaction at work tends to be, when stress comes up, is to compete with this person. By doing the opposite and collaborating with them and having fun with your hobby, money just goes away. You're having fun with this person, you're seeing a whole different side to them, and they might not even know that you're competing. They might not even care, and they're more than happy to join your hobby or for you to join theirs. And this is where you will really shine through. So this is Thomas Johnson III. This is a relationship reading. Once again, link for Clubhouse is below if you want to hear this live or more personalized reading for the group that shows up. And I'll see you in the next video.